Hi there, everyone. This is Swatika Majumdar, and I already have an experience of about 2 years, and I have been working in MySQL platform in my company. So that was all about me. Hi there. A very good day, everyone. My name is Swatika Majumdar, and I have an experience on MySQL for almost about 2 years in my company. So I would be taking tutorials on MySQL. And firstly, I would just let you know, guys, what MySQL is exactly. It is basically, it relates to the understanding of database and relational database management systems. And I would be also giving an overview of MySQL along with the queries or any questions that you might have. So MySQL is basically a relational database management system, which is known as RDBMS, and it is an open source software. It uses SQL. SQL is one of the most popular languages for adding, accessing, and managing content in the database. Let's brief about a bit of the course structure. So I would be teaching the basics on tables, the relationships, joins, and also regarding the subqueries and the regular expressions. Let's understand what exactly is a database. Basically, a database is a structured collection of data commonly stored and accessed electronically from a computer system. In other words, databases support storage and manipulation of data. Database management system. In order to manage the database, we use database management system. We give instructions to the database management system for pulling and modifying our data. The DBMS executes the same and returns the result. Let us discuss the various types of database management systems. There are actually two types of database management systems. They are number one, relational database management systems, and number two, non-relational database management systems. The relational database management systems are the ones in which the data are stored in a tabular forms linked with some relationships with one another. However, in the non-relational database management system, they do not have any tabular form or any kind of relationships. For example, NoSQL. Some of the most commonly used relational database management systems are listed. So they are basically MySQL, SQL Server, and Oracle. So if you guys have any query, please let me know. Or you can also contact us in the information which is provided on the screen. Thank you so much, and you have a great and wonderful day. Happy learning. Hello, everyone. A very good day. Today, we will discuss the very basic command of MySQL. We would start with how to check the database and how to change the database from the present one. So in order to check the databases, we use the command show databases. The syntax has been written here along with a screenshot which is shared. Please have a look at it. And also, in order to change the database from the present database, we use the syntax use and then we insert the name of the database wherein we want to shift. Please have a look at the screenshot. Now let's check how to create the table and how to check the description of the table. In order to create a table, we use the syntax create table, then we put the table name according to our requirement, according to our preferences or specifications or whatever the need is, and then within brackets we write the name of the columns, like we mentioned the columns in particular, and beside them we write the data type. And for some of the data types, for example varchar or char, we also include the length of that very data type within bracket, and then we end the syntax by a semicolon. And again, to describe the table, we just put the syntax DESC, and then we write the data, I mean, we write the table name and then end the syntax with a semicolon. A screenshot here has been provided. Please have a look. We have created a table here named employee, wherein we have three columns which has been shown here. They are employee ID. I have put it as varchar and with a length of 10, followed by a comma and then first name, which is again of the data type varchar and the length being 50. Again, after the comma, I have put the column name last name, the data type being the varchar and the length being 50. Now I end the syntax with a semicolon and hit the enter button, and it shows that the query has been executed and the table with the column names and the data type has been created. Now if you want to check what kind of table along with the names and all which we have created, we need to put this very command DESC table name, and here we have put DESC employee, that is the name of our table, followed by a semicolon. So the table here is now getting portrayed. Here it is shown as the fields, which is the columns, as employee ID. The type is showing varchar, again the first name, the type being the varchar, and the last name, the type being the varchar. And as there are no records, just because we have not yet inserted any record into it, the values are showing null. Now we will see how to insert the records in the table. So basically what we do is that the syntax is insert into, then we give the table name, and then we write values, and we write the values in sequence, basically like according to the order of the column names which we have given within brackets, followed by a comma, and again we end the syntax by a semicolon. We have provided a screenshot for the same. Please have a look. Here we have put insert into employee, which is the name of our table which we have just created. Then values, again the syntax, and within the bracket we have written, and within quotations, because the data type is varchar, so we have provided 1, which goes for the employee ID, comma within quotations Ravi, which goes for the first name, and again after the comma we have written Kumar in quotations, which is the last name, and so as the second entry, followed by a semicolon. Now see After hitting the enter, it shows query OK, 2 rows affected because we have entered 2 records. Now, in order to fetch all the records from the table, we use the select command. Here we have written select, and the syntax is select star, then from, we put the table name followed by a semicolon. As the screenshot shows, we have written here select star from employee, which is the name of the table we have created, and also some of the records which we have inserted in, followed by a semicolon, and then we hit the enter. So here it shows the employee ID 1, first name Ravi, last name Kumar, also followed by employee ID 2, first name Avi, and last name Kumar. Let's move on to our next syntax. Now to fetch the column-wise records, we use the select syntax as per the column name. So the syntax is select, then we put the column name, then we put from, and again we put the table name. So as per the screenshot, we have written select first name, which is the name of our column, from employee, which is the table name, followed by a semicolon. Now, when we hit the enter button, it shows the result. Up and before that, I had already put 3 more records into it. So it shows Ravi, Avi, Kanha, Krishna, and Madhav, 5 rows. We would move on to our next syntax. Now, in order to fetch the unique records, we use the command select distinct. We will check the syntax now. The syntax is select distinct, then the column name from table name. As the screenshot shows here, we have already put select star, which we have already shown. Now, for fetching the unique records, we would write here select distinct. We have selected here last name and from employee, which is the table name followed by a semicolon. Here it shows the unique records, which is Kumar and Yadav. So that's for today, guys. Is there any query or any questions? You guys can also contact us and the information which is provided on the screen. Hope you had a great learning. Thank you so much.